bridge! Oh my god, the bridge! It's the bridge!
Oh, that title alone. That title alone. Oh.
The good old days.
Oh, Farquhar! I've missed you, buddy! Come back!
They freaking did it!
I'm where I meant to go, and at last I see the light, and it's like the fog has lifted, and at last I see the light.
So everything is made of icing!
Well, it certainly was fun being alive, wasn't it?
Thank you for your generosity in lending us your great hall, Sir Fancy Pants.
The honor is all mine, Your Highness. Anything the Pants family can do during these admittedly trying times, we will do it. Now, Pantalon Manor isn't exactly Canterlot Castle, but the Great Hall should still be big enough for you to hold court until the reconstruction is completed. There really was no need to award me a knighthood for the offer.
I respectfully so, Princess.
Soul? I was under the impression Princess Cadence would also be holding court once she returned from her sabbatical.
That remains to be seen. For now, I shall be handling royal duties alone. Speaking of which, I must attend to the latest recruitment initiative of the Royal Guard.
Ah yes, in the courtyard, I recall. Allow me to escort you.
We'll be raising sons galore.
Inconceivable.
Each built 6'4".
Unbelievable.
Each one stuffed with every Gaston G.
You're not hearing this.
We did warn you, Sugar Cube.
I think it's really sweet that we're cheering Rainbow on, but...
That megaphone almost blasted me to the Canaan lands.
Hell, Spike, I know that's impossible. Even by train, the Canaan lands would take forever to reach from here. Even if Misty did travel there by... Sonic Rainbow once.
You know, on second thought, maybe traveling to the Canaan lands wouldn't be so bad. I mean, I'd be able to see Liako more often, and not just by sending letters to her.
Goodness, Spike! You've been crushing on her for 5 years! Completely forgetting about the crush you had on me when you first arrived here!
Well, to be fair, Liako is more of my league since she is part dragon. And she's only 3 years older than I am.
That's very true. My Spiky Wikey's all grown up!
Heck yeah, I am! I mean, come on, I'm already 17.
You'll always be a little dragon to me, Spike. Even when you are taller than me now.
Thanks, Twilight.
Henry decided to traumatize him with his facial expressions. He also decided to provide some exposition so that the snotty little kids who watched this show would understand what was happening.
Oh dear, why did I ever worry about the red spoiling me lovely green coat of paint? Will the Fat Controller ever let me out? And my fellow friends. Do you know, I quite like this voice acting malarkey. You know, I could get a bit of Bob doing this on the side. I reckon I'm quite good at narrating this. You know, like that Jim Cummins bloke or that Kath Soucie fella. They make quite a bit. What, it's over? Oh, come on, allow it. I was having a bit of fun, you know, something for the blooper reel and stuff. Is that... Oh, fine.
Oh, honestly, why do you have such a rigid black 5 running your express trains? You should have a permanent, smooth-edged Pacific like me running these lines.
Henry still stayed in the tunnel and blew steam at him. What a rebel.
You really think I'm gonna spoil my lovely green paint and red stripes for you? Pull the other one, sweetheart. I'm trying to get a tan here.
Don't waste your time on me, you're already the voice inside my head. Don't waste your time on me, you're already the voice inside my head.
Very busy the next coming days.
Captain Star, excuse me for asking, but why are you late, sir?
I was just getting to that 10 cents. Good question.
What's going on here?
Schedule says I'm next. Oh, don't you start, Letty. Wait your turn. Yeah, well, I'm coming alongside. This barge needs to be unloaded. I got orders too. Pah! Whose orders? Captain Star's, you numpty. Look, I'm coming alongside. Haha, we'll soon see about that. Now just move aside and let me through.
Set things right by rediscovering the place in which they began. Twilight!
Great job. You've exploded Twilight Sparkle.
Oh.
The end. There are no more.
Yeah, there we go. And they were never seen again.
This is the end, since Twilight is dead.
You fascist drakes! I'm not telling you nothing! Your emperor could bite me!
Foolish Mercian boy! We have other ways of making you talk,
said Ginty. Aye, that's good. But take my tip. Watch out for Rupert, the blue double-decker bus. He's very vile. Rotten Rupert, as we called him. warned Duck. Aye, don't worry about me. If he causes any trouble for me, you'll put him in his place, said Ginty. And he chuffed away.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, engines and coaches. Welcome to the Great Engine Race.
Right you are, Aaron. What we have here today are 5 very special racers. Our first racer is the poster boy of steam preservation, a pioneer in speed, and known around the world as the Flying Scotsman.
My buffers? My paint work? Diesel.
It's not my fault you're a pussycat.
Why, you little...
Knock it off, you two.
And you're idle, and I don't like idle things. So move it, move up. I'll take an order.
Oi! Oi! Well, you naval twit! You just scraped a brand new barge deliberately!
I gave you an order to move out of my way. And this harbor is the most undisciplined I've ever seen. If I ordered you to jump, you jump. That if that barge has been scripted for an evil purpose. And if I want to scrape it, I will. I'll scrape you too if you don't get to your post on time.
I'm always on time, and you know it!
Ah, you better be. Or I'll have you clamped in the dry dock. It's about time you fancy stars started living up to your name. Now get some steam in your boiler and start turning your screw. Mobilization. That is what I want.
Oi!
Mobilization.
Oi! Oi, you, come back here! Oi, you just scraped it again! Oi! God, Z stacks are bad enough, but Bluno, God, he's something else.
10 laps with Gordon and the Flying Scotsman.
I can imagine brotherly love will have to be put aside here for the moment, Aaron, as these two gladiators of speed fight in these closing stages of what has been an epic race so far.
Phew. I need some more coffee, man.
Save some for me, Aaron. You killed man's cattle. You poisoned the jungle. You're the reason man is here.
But you permitted man to live among you.
What's wrong?
I was waiting for you to come, Fluttershy, but when the missus saw you coming, she insisted that you were someone else coming for me, and, well, I got kind of scared.
Oh, there's no reason to be scared of me.
Life can show no mercy, it can tear your soul apart. It can make you feel like you're crazy, but you're not.
This is the quarry.
Impressive. Hello there. Are you Percy? I see the number 6 on your side.
That I am! You do your research!
If I'm one thing in life, it's prepared. She touched the wall with her hoof. And to her horror, it was real. There were only 2 explanations for what was happening. Either the princess had this place built a while back and teleported her in it, or this place was not in Equestria and she had gotten here somehow.
Hi! Who are you?
Oh, alright there. I'm Terrence. I'm new around these parts, see? I came from the SKR. You know that line up in the hills?
Yeah, it belongs to Scolo and Reneus. Why did you move down to this part of the island then?
Farm closed. I got auctioned and the farmer here brought me. I'm just glad I've not been sent to the scrapyard to be broken up.
A fine tractor like yourself? I can never see that happening.
Oh, you do know how to make a trotter blush. Sorry, I never got your name.
Then scallywags! Whatever are you engines coming to?
Never mind, Grandpa. We're only young once.
Well, you better mind. Unless you want to end up like Smudger.
Ooh, Grandpa, whatever happened?
Smudger?
Edward paused impressively. Now his ghost roams the area on a foggy night, trying to make it back. But he never makes it past the crossing gates. Henry snorted.
Huh, an old station master. Whenever an owl hoots, that's the biggest load of rubbish I've ever heard in all my life.
Just take care on the old line, Henry, said Edward, and keep an eye out for the hoot of an owl. And a ghost won't be too far behind.
He's here. Shush, Handel, shush.
Why don't you take my train, and I'll shunt in the yards for a bit?
Really? Oh, thank you, Thomas. But what about a snowplow for me? I might get stuck, especially with the snowstorm going and...
Stepney, they've been saying every day since it snowed that a storm will come.
Oh. Thank you for telling me. I'm sorry if it ever made you feel like you couldn't tell me that. You don't have to say you like girls if you don't.
No, It's definitely not just guys. It's called bisexuality, if you've ever heard of that.
I've heard of that. I wasn't born in the 18th century. How long have you known?
Well, me and Ari started going out a couple months ago. But I started liking him way before that. Way.
Oh, I love you.
No, Your Highness. These disappearances are far worse than any citizen.
But at the moment we have no clue of where they could be spotted.
So far, we've searched all over Equestria's borders.
But they haven't taken any action that we know of yet.
This is rather...
Ha ha! I love working on the best scenic railroad in all the state.
Oh, for Scorpan's sake, what happened to you? You look like a grumpy old villain from a Don Bluth movie.
You know that we're the same creature, right?
Nonsense. I would never neglect myself so badly.
I look around and since it is cold and empty, no one's around to judge me. I can see clearly when you're gone, and I say